Good evening. It's Cindy Fodor here, and it's a special edition, not Make It Monday, but Stamping on Tuesday and my first post-op live. So I'm so excited to be back with you. I hope that you'll pop on, say hello, let me know that you're here. And I'm just going to make sure that we are streaming okay. Maybe. There we go. Okay. All right, it's working. So say hello, let me know that you're here, and I have some fun projects for you tonight. So Linda came over and stamped today. We worked in the office, and actually I've been wanting to do these cards for a class, and I can't wait to show you those. But I have so many things to show you and tell you. So hi Barbara, good to see you. I have your bundle here, so pop by if you're up this way. Okay. So much happening this month. What a month to have surgery, right? So Stampin' Up! Offered a sign-on special, so you can get the kit for $99, but you get $155 instead of $125 for $99 plus tax. There's no shipping ever on the kit. And it's a great time to hop back in if you dropped at some point and you would like to get started again. I have several people popping back on because it's just such a fabulous time. I'm going to give you another reason why now is a really good time to hop on in just a minute. I have a sneak peek to show you. Hi Diane, good to see you. I can't believe you made it either. Hi Linda. I don't have my phone up where I normally do because my cord isn't long enough. So anyway, sorry if I look down a lot. I'll try not to do that too much. Hi Karen, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. I can't even get it to like stay where it's supposed to. Let's try that, but I won't be able to see who's on. Okay, how's that work? Let me see here. All right, can't do it that way. Let me try this. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so let's flip over. I want to tell you about a pre-order. So if you're a demonstrator, you have a chance to get this now. And tomorrow we're having free shipping for orders of $75 or more. So if you're putting everything together and it's $75 order, it's free shipping. So it's very easy. If you don't want to spend $75, then come pick it up through me. Message me, say, hey, can you pop this on your order? I will be happy to throw things on if I'm placing an order, if you get to me in time. So please go ahead and let me know if there's anything that you want. Hi, Sylvia. Good. I'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Okay, so let's talk about the pre-order first. And this is what I was saying. I said demonstrators can get this now, but if you're getting the kit, you can also get this now. So that's very exciting. And there's more coming in July. There's more to this online ordering special. And they gave us some sneak peeks, and I saw one of those old pickup trucks that's usually shown in red, and there's a punch that goes with it. I hope you saw that little snippet, and I was like, oh, we can't pre-order that, but that's okay. All right, let me pop over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I got this on my pre-order, as the pre-order. Boy, that light looks really blue. That's really strange. Is that just me? Let me just see if I turn the light up a little bit. Maybe it's just my computer. Okay, so this horse and sleigh, you know, when I got it, I'm like, okay, I was underwhelmed. I saw it out in Salt Lake City. I saw samples and I was so excited for this. Well, then I realized that these stamps, which is very unusual, are shown at, I'm not sure if it's 75%, but it's definitely smaller than they actually are. This is how big they are. Look how big that sleigh is. So I have a sample to show you with that. But the dies cut out the horse and sleigh, trees and other greenery, some snowbanks, the little bunny, sleigh runners, and all kinds of good stuff. So I haven't had a lot of time to play with this, but I just quick made a couple cards right before I went live because I wanted to show you the paper. The paper is especially gorgeous, if you remember our paper last year that had all the scenes and the watercolor scenes in it, if you like that, you're going to love this. I'm going to try to show you both sides as we flip through here. There's a little fox down there. Just lots of scenes that I can see this sleigh working really well in a lot of these. But I was watching Rhonda Wade the other day, and I loved how she showcased just the paper. So if you don't have a lot of time to make Christmas cards, I want to show you, I think I have 5 cards made, and I just grabbed paper and I just started cutting it, you know, cutting in strategic places on here. And then I added some of these great snowflake sequins that are already adhesed on the back, so they're real metallic. Hopefully you can see metallic on that. Okay, so let me show you the samples that I did with these papers. So here's one. I added some snowflakes to that one. And I did the inside with the extra little pieces of paper that I cut off. I didn't want to waste that. And I did stamp a tree on there. Whoops. Here's this one. And I used the piece of paper that I cut off here. And I just am stamping the greetings from the set on here. Here's that little cabin. It went well with our copper clay. Actually, I think I used Cajun Craze on that. That was the color listed. There's a lot of colors listed on the back of that designer paper. And then here's one with a little deer. And then I put part of the tree in there. And then last but not least, I had to play with the sleigh to see what it looked like. So I embossed that on the fence scene. This looks like a fence row in Gettysburg, if you, although they're not crisscrossed, but that could be very local for me. But yeah, so yeah, really quick and easy. I made them in like 10-15 minutes. So if I get back, yeah, what do I want to say? Get behind on my Christmas cards, I can just grab those and make a whole bunch. So, hi Melinda, welcome. All right, so tonight I want to show you a card with, I want to highlight the earthen textures. Now, sadly, this bundle is not available right now. It will be back. It says it should be back the end of July. So that's a really sad thing, but I'm here to tell you it will be worth the wait. It is just so much fun. One of the reasons I wanted to highlight this set is because, as you may know, we have a designer paper sale going on right now, and almost all of our designer papers are 15% off. So, fabulous time to get these. And I got to see these papers, how these papers were made when I was out for my $1 million trip. They actually made pottery and took pictures of it. So this is actually real life pottery. And so this one, here's one, and the back has this design on it. I tried to use these in all my cards that I did today, so you'll get to see how they're used. Oh, that one I already showed you. I tried to get all of them here. This one I didn't love at all, but wait till you see how we used it. I think you'll agree that it's pretty cool. And there's another side to that one. Here's a blue one with some grunging on it. And this one, I have not used this side at all. I've used only the blue side. I haven't figured out a way for that. I'm sure somebody will. And then this is the Moody Mauve side, and this gorgeous pebbled path color. I don't have a whole sheet of this, but this is beautiful. So it's lighter at the top, darker at the bottom. So typical pottery looking. And unfortunately, it has another side that's just as gorgeous. So it's very hard to find enough of this paper. And I definitely have some more on order because I will be using more of that, I'm sure. Okay, so I'm going to show you one card, and then don't leave because I have a whole bunch more to show you, and I have a class offer with this with this bundle. So you'll want to check that out at the end. Okay, so let me grab my card. This is copper clay, and here's that pretty striped paper. We're going to use that. We're also going to use this navy one, and we're using the other side of this for our pottery, and there's a couple more pieces of pottery there. I'm going to show you how I made this, and we're going to do a couple things with that yet. So yeah, so I have a lot to show you here, and I will try to make it quick because, like I said, I have so many more things to show you. Okay, all right, so here's my card. Let me just show you that so that you know what we're getting around to. How cool is that? I have a feeling that I forgot to grab the thank you stamp. Let me see if it's in here. Oh, thank you, Linda. You put it back in. Whew. Now to see if I have a block here for it. Okay. Excuse me. Let me grab some scrap paper here. Okay, so let's start with, I wanted to create, I'm going to put this aside here. I wanted to create a color on my paper that would go with this, and but I wanted it to be bright and cheery. Plus, I wanted to add some, actually added some color to this already. I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, so I took Blueberry Bushel and my sponge brush, and I just came in here and brightened it up. Can you see that? So it's sort of almost misty moonlight to start with, which is just I think I call it like it's sort of like the end colors. They're sort of a grunge or a chalky color, but I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. So can you see how much brighter that got? So then I took a white piece of paper and I just started adding colors of blue, and I added several different colors. I did some misty moonlight, and I'm using the same brush because they're all blue. This one was really wet, so I'm you can tell that one's brand new and hardly used. I don't know why it wants to really give me a lot of grief, but and I put more on my fingers than anything else. And then I added some Native Navy, and I came in with some of this this beautiful Blueberry Bushel, and just really darkened everything. And I didn't leave it that messy. But anyways, just to give you an idea of how I got to that. And let's see. So then I cut this piece out with our dies from the bundle that I just showed you. And I wanted the little speckles. I think this original idea came from, I don't know. I was looking for who it came from because I had a couple questions. I couldn't find it, so I can't even give her credit. I couldn't find it anywhere. And so anyways, but she had little spots here, as you can see on my card. I just thought that looked so cool. So I took my water painter, which is leaking, and I just tapped it, and I'm getting a little more than I wanted, but there we go. And then I will let that sit and dry. Didn't want quite those biggest spots, but that's okay. You'll forgive me, right? Okay, now while that sits and dries, let's go ahead and start putting the card together. Now, I have two of these pots. Let me find them here. So I have two. I have one that's not cut quite. It's going to go in the back, and I want it to be darker. So I'm going to just really get some of this darker color on here. Because I don't want all three pots to look the same, but I want that little pattern on there. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of blue on the edge of this one, because I'm going to top it with a piece of this that I sponged, and I cut out that pattern, and we're going to put that together with a little glue. I just want you to know that right now, I'm so glad you can't see my face because I am sweating like a pig. The air conditioner is not in down in this basement yet, and this room with these lights just, whew, I'll have to take a shower when I'm done. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's see, did I do anything else there? Okay. Now, I did already tear this piece. I cut it like about an inch, and then I tore it in half. I used one for the sample, and I'm going to put the other one on here. And I'm just going to put it on the one edge. And we'll trim it down if we need to. Okay, let me get my base card here. And let's go ahead and put our blue piece on. Oh, no, we have to stamp this first. Let me show you something really cool. So I have been playing with this set. If you are on my team and you got recognized this month, you may have gotten a card with this set. And it is so beautiful. And I actually pulled, I already have it out here. I pulled these little lines out that I hadn't even used yet. And I just used them on the edge of this card. I don't know what the designer used on hers. It was not this, but I loved how it looked, and I was trying to recreate the look, and so this is what I came up with. And I'm just doing it on the left side of the card. I'm not trying to make them all at the same level, but it seems like I am stamping them all the same. Okay, so now we have a little extra pattern on there. So we already have the print from the back, from the original paper, but this just adds a little extra texture to it. And here's that paper that I don't love. So we're going to cover that up. Let's see if I can get my adhesive going here. I'm always happy if there's a side I don't love, because, you know, if you love both sides, you really feel like a terrible parent trying to say which of your children you like the best or the least, right? So in this way, I can use all of them and all of it and not feel guilty. Maybe guilty that I don't like it. It's good it doesn't have feelings, right? Gonna leave a little bit of blue showing here. All right, and now we're just gonna build our pots on here. I also have this little piece, actually two of them, and that's gonna go under our top pot. So I'm gonna go ahead, look how pretty that is too. That would be nice on that side, except that it won't go because it's the same color as our background here. So this one is going to be a little higher than the others. And again, we're going to cover that side, so you're not going to see that. And I'm going to put this down, but I'm not going to press really hard because we need to stick our blue piece up there. And then for this one, we're going to add some dimensionals. I know, isn't Christmas stuff the best? I cannot wait. So for demonstrators, the other cool thing is when you sign up now, I wrote this down, June or July, August 2nd, I believe, we can pre-order holiday stuff. The actual catalog goes out for our customers on September the 6th, that you'll be able to purchase from that. So so yeah, it's a good time to sign up as a demonstrator. And you know, all of us as demonstrators, we call Stampin' Up! Calls it demonstrators. However, most everybody loves the discount. Okay, we sign up for the discount, and some of us do a little bit more. We like to show others how to stamp and that type of thing, but it is not required, and you can certainly just support yourself if you want. So like I said, we call it demonstrators. That's just so that you're signed up if you decide to have others purchase to help you keep your minimums covered. And our minimums are $300 every quarter, and it's fairly easy to do and keep up with. Okay. Especially if you talk to your friends and see if they want anything. And our kits are fabulous for that, for, you know, sharing it with your friends. It makes it easy for anybody to be able to, anybody that hasn't stamped before. In fact, I don't know if Carrie is on. Carrie, I met her. She was my therapist at the hospital, my physical therapist, and she bought 2 of our paper pumpkin kits this month. So I'm anxious to see what she thinks of them. And yeah, so the kits are easy for just anybody to try out and get started on. So I'm gonna pop our saying on there while I'm yakking along. Is that straight? I did want to put a little bit of glue right here because this pot's already popped up. I didn't want dimensional under that, but I do want that to lay down there. So let me just hold that for a second. 5 seconds. Stick, stick, stick. Okay. All right, so now we have this piece. I do want to show you, you can see I added some dimension to it already, but I did want to show you how I did that. So this comes already scored. Each of these fronds have a score in the center, and then the inside here is real loose so that you can bend that. So I took the spatula part of my Take Your Pick tool, and I just went like this. Let me get this up. With each one, I just put this along the fold and lifted. Put it along the fold, lift. Put it along the fold, lift. You have to get a feel for if you're holding it tight enough that it's not going to scoot on you as you're lifting it. But once you get that down, it's pretty easy to do. And I just wanted to add a little more shape here so that you can see how beautiful this is when it's done that way. But you don't have to do it that way, and I didn't do that way on all of them, but it's almost hard once you do it not to do it because it's so pretty. Okay, so once you do that, then you can just press down in the center between each one and get that to go the opposite way. So it's sort of a fan fold. Then I did take some dimensionals and I put some baby dimensionals in the cleft here, in the fold, so that it would stay popped up a little bit. And I think the littlest one on the end might be too small for one, but. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here because I want this to lay down. Okay, and maybe I'll tuck a little bit there. I don't need the whole length of this piece, and I will tell you, for the most part, don't waste your paper by using this whole, by cutting out the whole thing, because unless you're just laying it on your card, if you're tucking it in here, you'll never need that whole length. So you could waste a lot of good paper if you do that. So. Oh, I forgot to take the dimensional covers off. That was really good. You saw me do that, didn't you? I bet you knew. You said, Cindy, you didn't take those off, didn't you? Oh, goodness. Well, the glue seems to be holding pretty good. It's staying in place. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, so we're almost done. We just have to add some bling yet. Let me just get this out of here. And let's see, bling, where did you go? So I'm using the Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems, which I am totally in love with. And when I knew I wanted to offer this as a class, I was like, this is definitely, we're using these in class this month, but I knew I wanted to use these because they're so fun and sparkly. And I'm going to throw a black one here. I got my stuff over a little far, a little close to the edge here. But I like how when you put that on the brown, it actually makes it look brown. So the back of these are see-through, so they sort of turn into whatever color you put them on. Okay. All right, so that's it for that one. Isn't that color just so, so rich and beautiful? Okay, do you want to see some more? You stayed with me, so okay, I'll show you. Just get this out of the way. All right, so as I said, this is going to be a class I'm offering in the mail, or you can pick up. I am going to post on, hopefully, Usually I can go back and post on this video. If not, I will make a separate post on Facebook and let you know the cost. And you can sign up tonight or tomorrow, or you'll have a couple days to sign up. But I'm offering a special if you sign up before the end of tomorrow, because the paper is going to be discounted tomorrow. So the paper comes in the kit, a whole pack of the paper, a whole pack of these sparkle gems, which are totally gorgeous, and all of the supplies for 6 different cards. And like I said, I tried to use all of the papers in the set. And again, the stamp set and the bundle are not available right now. If you didn't get it yet, you'll get it later. You can get it later. But I tried to do these so that you do not need the stamp set to actually complete them. All the die cutting will be done, done for you. Okay, so we used a lot of die cuts, tons of die cuts. So this card, so here's one that we weren't going to include. Linda designed this. It's so pretty. And we actually dug out the stamp set that retired, the succulents, Simply Succulent, I think it's called, because they look really cool in these pots. And this little pot is from our ice cream set. So we pulled out a few extra things, but very cute. I think you'll like that one. And this one, here's the ice cream one again. This is from our crafting kit. So we tried to get a few extra pots in this set. Another one using that beautiful, beautiful paper. And I used a really fun technique here to get that design. If you look at this card and you see this little piece on here, when I cut that out, I was like, these pieces were laying there and I was like, oh my goodness, they're so pretty. So I took seal, oh my goodness, now I'm not going to think of it. Seal paper, the cellophane press and seal, that's what it's called, press and seal. And I placed it down on the piece that I cut, lifted all of the pieces up, pulled this one off carefully, then added glue to the back. I'll show you all that in a video so that you know how to do it. But just to know, it's a really, really cool technique to be able to use those extra little pieces. And check out this beautiful ribbon. This also is not available right now, but it will be included in your kit for your projects that you need it for. Okay. And then we have this one. Whoops, I got bent a little bit. Again, using that beautiful ribbon and that pretty little die cut. And last but not least, you can see more. See, this is where I told you that paper I really didn't like, but you can see here what a great pot it makes. So it won't be, I won't ever use it for a background, but I do love it for the pots. So I think this is probably a set that you're going to want to add to your repertoire if you don't have it yet. It is just so beautiful. And yeah, so many things you can do with it. In fact, we didn't even use this piece, which is sad because it just creates an embossed look on the pattern. And one of these pots is going to end up with that instead of stamping. So you'll get that in your kit. Okay. So be sure and check back in a few minutes on the comments or in another post. I will have just a quick picture of these and notes on how you can sign up for this class, okay? So that you can, there will be videos for each of the projects so that you know how to complete them. And there will be some cutting dimensions because you'll need to cut a few of your designer papers when you get them, okay? I think that's everything. Let me just see really quick if there's any questions that I didn't answer. Hi, Verna. Hi, Debbie. Okay, I don't see any questions, but if you have any, please feel free to post, and I will check later and answer them if I am able, or I'll find the answer for you. And again, don't forget the Designer Series Paper sale. And tomorrow, starting at 2 a.m. in the morning, like in a few hours, until 2 a.m., which is actually midnight Mountain Time, You can order anything. As long as your order is $75 or more, your shipping will be free. I will be placing some orders. I can't promise it's going to be late in the evening tomorrow evening, and I can't even promise you that everything will be available tomorrow evening. And there are a few things that already are not available. Like I said, this is not available, and a few other things. Not too many. There's about six die sets that aren't available, so you wouldn't be able to get your bundles. I know the daisies are not available right now. I can't even tell you what the other ones are, but anyways, yes. So if you want me to place the order, you got to let me know ASAP. Okay, that's the important thing. But hopefully you can even go together with some friends. If you don't have $75 in orders that you need, ask a friend if they want anything so that you can put it in together and have it shipped directly to you. Whew, I talked really fast. All right, I hope that you enjoyed that, and now I gotta go take a nap. Actually, a shower first, right? All right, take care, guys. It was great to see you again. God bless.